Oh, okay. So that looks like it's working. Sending data to Facebook and also to YouTube, I think. So I'm just trying to figure this out. So I'm just checking. Okay. Yeah, the stream is already happening on YouTube. 24 seconds of live. There's horrible music behind me. Alex has joined me for this beginning of the stream. Alex, do you want to come up? Alex sometimes wants to join me when we're doing a stream. So, the plan right now, as it stands. Oh, when I think we've got viewers. I would say I'm live chatting. So say hello, and I will say hello back. Yeah. So hop on if you want to. I will just pull Alex into the frame. Oh. All right. So, what we're gonna do today, I'm kind of like making some promotional advertising, and I'm also figuring out my live dashboard for restream. So restream is supposed to Oh, there you go. Alex is playing around with my puppet. Restream is supposed to send to multiple platforms at once, and I'm doing kind of a test. Yeah, so I'm hoping that the test is working. Yeah, that's okay, Alexandria. So I'm going to be building this puppet live and trying my best to interact with people as I send out signal in multiple places. Alex has given and shared her opinion about it, which is that she thinks it's silly. And you might notice that... yeah, you can come down again, Alexandria. You don't have to stay. Oh, you go there. But all right, so I'm hoping. I have to check my Facebook to see if I'm streaming there, but I'm already 2 minutes into this feed, and so I'm hoping that what you guys are seeing is what I'm seeing, and that things are working out. Yeah, so I'm going to also open up my Facebook page. Because I want to see if I can see that I'm live streaming there. Because I'm not sure what exactly is happening if I am live on there right now. So I'm hoping that I am. But I can't quite tell how to know if I am live on Facebook. So if you see me live on Facebook right now, let me know by just saying something to me in Messenger. Because right now I'm flying by the seat of my pants, kind of figuring out what's working, what's not working. Yeah, I know I'm streaming to YouTube. That much I know, but I don't know about Facebook. So it says it's sending data, so I hope it is. All right, so my plan for today. I'm going to turn off this fire. I'm just testing out. Let me see here. This one. There we are. We're no longer on fire. I'm just testing out because I'm using OBS to broadcast this. It's Open Broadcast Studio. And so there's multiple streams kind of going at once. And I want to make sure that everything is kind of working. So the true test is right now I'm not sure if Facebook is working. So if it is, yeah, let me know. I see live video. That's interesting. So maybe Facebook has blocked it. But anyway, the plan for now is that I'm going to do some work on this puppet. So this puppet was a donation from a kind donor. So it's nothing that I made. It's of a quality that you guys would know. If you know me, you would know that this is better quality than I usually produce. This is all like felted fabric, and he's got a really great suit, and definitely better than I usually do. But in his current incarnation, I can't really use him. So what I'm going to do is on camera, I'm going to build this guy, and then I'm going to try also at the same time to figure out my tech. So I need to see. Updates. The option to edit channel settings is no longer supported. I'm just reading over. I'm just reading over what it says about my Facebook page. Error. Please try again. So yeah, that's probably the explanation of why Facebook might not be working, but I definitely have to problem solve that because I'm 5 minutes in, and I'm only really broadcasting to one thing, which is YouTube Live. What I'm going to do right now is I am going to do some work on this gentleman's mouth. So this is a great puppet. However, a complaint that I have, oh, there we go. A complaint that I have is that he doesn't have a workable mouth. So this is a guy who is not able to talk. Yeah, so I'm gonna try one more time to kind of add a channel. Yeah, or you know, this is something that I can probably problem solve later. I might do a secondary live stream, but I can just use my phone, and that is one option in this chaos plan. So let me do that. Let's see how that works. And we'll flip my camera. So this is me right now. Yeah, and what I'm doing is I'm going to use my phone to make a secondary stream. So I'm going to be streaming 3 different ways. That's my light. Actually, it's kind of a, well, I don't know if you can see. Yeah, you can see. So there's kind of an MC Escher grabbing a light thing going on with that, which I kind of like. I just shot a video actually and put myself in it twice by using this reflective lamp. All right, but I'm going to point this at me instead, and I'm going to try to start a live video. There we go. See how that goes. Oh, yeah, that's live. Okay, good. There's me live. And you know, this is the genius of. I'm going to go sideways like this because you can't turn your phone while recording. All right. So my phone says, don't do what you just tried to do. Be cool. All right. So there we are. Oh, you can still see. I'm going to bring this lamp down a little bit. You can see double Cody's. Yeah, you can't see it on this stream. Maybe if I turn this up, you know, not that you need to see that, but here's 2. There we go. So that's my live stream setup there. And here's me reflected in all of my spaces. So yeah, I'm still encouraging. I've told people say hello if you see me on either stream, and I'll check. I'm not sure if this one has chat as an option, but if it does, then say hello on there, and we will keep this party going. So let's get started. Since I have 2 streams going concurrently, let's get started on working on this puppet. So this puppet, let me see if I have the right kind of cardboard here. No, I can't use this one. I have to take an old box. So I'm going to put cardboard into this guy's mouth to give it rigidity. And the rigidity is what allows me to animate his mouth from inside. So I need to glue some things to this really well made. So I'm using my robot box, which has really good stiff, sturdy cardboard, and that's the kind I want. And I'm just going to use this flap. There we go. So yeah, I'm going to build this puppet, live stream to 2 sources. And I want to encourage you guys to message me on Messenger. I'll open Messenger just so that I can see it. Message me on Messenger or message me on YouTube if you're watching from there. And, oh, interesting. My phone just gave me a bit of grief. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I'm still alive. 9 minutes alive. Okay, good. So message me on either thing if you were watching this, and it's about to get interesting. You know, I've just been trying to set up the practical parts. So yeah, keep me posted what you see out there, people. Yeah, I'm using OBS, so I'm able to move my video stream around, kind of semi-live, and I'm able to turn on effects like fire. You can only see that on my computer. This particular one, oh, I have effects on here too. Let's see. Maybe if I use this fabulous dog effect. There. It's the magic of live. How do I make that stop now? I probably have to find the no effect. There we go. So, yeah, as promised, this is about to get interesting. I'm going to cut into this puppet's mouth. So this will probably look cruel, but I have to tell you, a lot of puppets, they don't have feelings like you or I. So let's dive in. Sorry, guy. This is totally. I mean, it's Halloween season, you guys. So if we are in the mood to make some nightmares, today's the day. All right. So, and of course, you guys, I'm sure, are hearing Alex's toys in the background. I told her that she can come and help me with this. There we go. This is I didn't think about how upsetting. Oh, you guys can't. Okay, Facebook can't see what I'm doing. Okay, so I'm just going to cut into this guy's face with scissors. And my goal is that his mouth eventually opens. Boy, this is well built. The people who built this guy really put in the extra mile for construction. And I might actually need a separate tool because that is not easily scissored. Yeah, so there are a couple of things. I'm going to make this guy functional. I'm also planning on getting him... yeah, I'm planning on getting him to have a bit of a costume change, and then I'm gonna set him up as a live streamer. So he's gonna be like me. He's gonna have his own little live stream computer. I got him his own tiny camera. Check that out. Here, we'll get to bring his hand up. He's like, oh, you know, tell me more about such and such. Yeah, so that's kind of my plan. Plan is to make him into his own mini live streamer. But first things first, I am going to get his mouth to operate because right now I can't even make him talk. And I might actually need. I think I'm going to run off for oh boy, he's indisposed for a moment there. Boy, so you never know what's going to happen on a live stream. Am I right, guys? Okay, so we are going to take this guy and make his mouth move, and I just need a better tool than I currently have. Back in 2 seconds. All right, and I'm back. I hope that wasn't a stressful time for you guys. All right, so we've already succeeded. It's a brief puppet nudity and some dead air. This is about as good as a live stream can go, if you ask me. All right, so oh, these are in 2 separate windows. Okay, I'm trying to see all of my streams at once here. Okay, so I'm going to do this off screen because it's going to be just use your imagination, and it may or may not be as nightmarish as what you're imagining in your head. Boy, it's like he's made of metal or something. Ah, here we are. So I'm just using a very good X-Acto, and I'm opening up enough of his mouth on both sides that he will be functional for talking. Well, that's great. Okay, so just gonna give him a little bit more. You know, a lot of times puppets, they have their entire mouth kind of gets involved. Yeah. So you have to make their mouths like horrifyingly large in order to do that. So that's what I'm doing. I'm going to make this guy have a giant mouth because I want him to be able to talk. So as you can imagine off screen right now, I am chopping this puppet's face in a very terrifying manner, I imagine. So let's look at the end result. Now he's able to talk. So this is eventually going to be, so I'm just going to make it so that I can get a hand in there, and then I'm going to make it so that I can move that mouth when I want it to move. But of course, now that I've opened this mouth, there is a collection of things that have gone wrong. So he starting to have like kind of like a wrinkly underbite. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue his, so I'm just going to make him eat some hot glue. So like this, it just becomes like a video live stream of cruelty to puppets. So tune in if that's what you're into. All right. So like I've already pointed out, puppets don't have feelings, and the only person who can tell me differently is the puppet himself. And this guy, so far, is mute. Oh, actually, it's connected here. That's interesting. So I think whoever made this managed to make some parts functional. All right, so I'm just like crazy hot gluing. So the person who's getting hurt here is me. I don't know if you can see that on camera, but I have hot glue immediately all over my fingers. But being a puppeteer, I am now immune to hot glue and its dangers, just as a result of years of exposure. I spent years developing an immunity to iocane powder and puppet hot glue burns. So there we go. This guy, I was gonna put this cardboard into his mouth to give it some structure, but I'm actually finding that he's pretty good. He's already got some pretty decent structure in this foam, and so I'm gonna see if I can get in and up between the two pieces of foam to make him function better. So just gonna remove his head. The next in the collection of nightmares that you might experience from this live stream. Yeah. Okay, so I've spent this long on this live stream and I haven't actually talked about Winnipeg Puppet Slam 2020. So that is the purpose of this live stream. I wanted to tell people that we've got a show. We've got a show, and it is going on this Saturday at 7 o'clock. So it's going to be a live stream, and similar to this, I'm going to set up to live broadcast across multiple platforms. So wherever you consume your media, you can show up and watch the show. And the one thing I would say is that the level of quality in the production is going to far exceed the level of quality in this live stream, because there are some really excellent puppeteers and professional performers kind of joining us for that purpose. So I'm still hoping. I'm not really getting a lot of I haven't seen a lot of engagement, so people might not be tuning in. I don't know. Oh, Alex is telling me about my weather machine, which she calls my spinner. Apparently it's going pretty fast right now. So yeah, now that glue is set, I'm going to get at this guy from behind. Oh boy. My spinner is spinning? Oh, it stopped. Oh boy. You know, I think they must have spray foamed this guy because I'm using some pretty good tools and I cannot seem to get, he's like impenetrable. The foam in here is really either well glued or some kind of construction that I don't know about. But I will not be deterred. And so the nightmare, the nightmare continues. There we go. I see someone. Oh, so yeah, I'm getting the question of when is the live stream going to start? So that makes me wonder. That makes me wonder if it's not broadcasting. So this is Facebook Live. So if it's not broadcasting, that makes me wonder. Choose your live mode. Live video. Yeah, makes me wonder. I'm just going to say that I'm doing it now. All right. All right. So, yep, this is me. This is also a technical test. And so the interesting thing is that I don't see my live stream on my Facebook. I definitely see it on YouTube. And yeah, I can see that the stream has been going now 20 minutes. But the Facebook one, I'm not sure if it's not visible. So, it is probably, so far there's only a little bit that I've done in a collection of things that I want to do. This is a long live stream, and I'm not sure who's able to engage in it. That's the big question. So that is something that I'm trying to figure out. Yeah, and then if I can figure it out, I might try to also include some more people in this conversation, but I'll have to use Zoom to get that to work. Oh, there we are. So yeah, if Facebook is not live streaming, then I definitely will have to kind of restart this process. And it tells me that there's some problem solving to be done before we do our tech rehearsal. So, right now I am seeking confirmation that anybody can see this. Oh yeah, well, I've made it. Okay, so this may not have been my ultimate goal, but when I open his mouth now, I can see these fingers. So they haven't found their rightful place, which is above and below him, which is my actual next step. But I do actually... I've made some ground at the top. Look at the look on his face. You would think that he was unhappy with my process. But I have to tell you, at the end of this, he's going to be a very acceptable puppet. Yeah, and then I just have to I need one more hole, and this will serve for my thumb. All right, so let's try that again. Yeah, I noticed that there's been poor connection with the Facebook feed. So I'm just messaging people who I asked to check. All right. I'm just trying to make space for, you would think space for a thumb wouldn't be that hard to make. Okay. Have to make space for a hand as well. All right. So this is one of the challenges that I have. Yeah, some people haven't seen it yet. There's a couple people telling me whether it's working or not working. Yeah. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm getting feedback that Facebook is not working. So I'm going to come in and try again. Because it's possible that there's something that I missed, some kind of like go live button. So I'm just going to finish this. Upload in high def, post your video to your timeline. Share. So, what does that tell me? That tells me that, yeah, you guys are still here. I'm still here broadcasting to YouTube, but when it comes to other things, I'm not broadcasting. So I only have now started the live stream, I think, for Facebook. Gave me the option to do that. So that might mean that it's, as by the definition of a live stream, that was not a live stream. So I definitely have some problem solving to do when it comes to, there's a couple people talking. This is nice. It's nice to get some engagement, you know. There we go. So I'm just talking with them. So I'm just letting them know. So yeah, I'm still live streaming, and I want to stay true to that. I am in the midst of working with this character, but I'm really feeling constricted. Oh yeah, okay. So I'm trying to make it so that my hand fits in this gentleman, and it would be ideal if I could get his mouth to operate on the thumb instead of on the hand. So a lot of puppets talk like this. They're like, "Hello, how are you?" But the thing about that is people talk with the bottom of their mouth. So I might not be able to, there it is, in and out, but I might not be able to achieve that. Yeah, it's always something you do. You look at the puppet that you've made, and try to figure out if you're achieving what you wanted to achieve. So he's unusual. He's an unusual puppet so far, and I would like him to be a little nicer than he currently is. So, sending data. I'm going to turn this one off. Okay. Enter live studio. So, yeah. Okay. So there's a collection of things that I have to revisit. And that really is the message. That's the learning of this process. The good news is I've only just barely started. I've barely started on this build. And so what I'm going to do is a bit of research and then revisit and try again. And, you know, maybe I'll try to set it up so that it streams to Instagram as well, or Twitter. The question that I have is, how do you do multiple streams? And I know I attempted that, and I don't think that I achieved it. So at this point, what I'm going to do is I'm going to sign off, and the remainder of the work for this is going to be done the next time that I sign on. So, you know, this has really been a technical problem-solving process instead of a build video and promotional video that I was kind of hoping it would be. But let me see if I can just turn. I think there I'm in Restream Studio. There. Bitrate, frames per second. And then I